We continue the conversations around the new ministerial appointments with a visit to one of the speakers during the ministerial retreat, Professor Femi Odekunle.
Some people will think you should have put Festus Koyamo in justice, particularly in terms of fighting corruption. But then in his wisdom, he has put him in Niger Delta, along with Akpabio. Then you could say, well, maybe the president has an intention to draw in the people of Niger Delta to be closer to the center and to be closer to the government, and so he's putting a politician and an activist into that region.
The president of the Nigerian Institute for Industrial Security says it is dangerous to put the Ministry of Budget and National Planning under the Ministry of Finance.
We've been talking about the fact that there are policy somersaults and there's no consistent follow-up on projects and programs and what have you. And national planning is supposed to track all this. Now they have been rather diminished.
Veteran journalist Tony Iradia says these new ministers need to communicate better with the people.
Most ministers will tell you no comment when you ask questions. If you say no comment, what do you expect me to take away from it? It means that nothing is happening. That's escapist. It's rather evasive.
I wouldn't want to believe that.
We spoke to a former pilot on his experience at the Enugu airport and his thoughts on its closure by the Minister of Aviation.
I remember when we used to fly to Enugu with no aids. You have to use radio beacons. And Enugu shouldn't be treated that way. So I believe strongly that if he had closed that airport, I'll encourage him to close Calabar and let's just fix them once and for all.
If you are talking about roads, it's not
a communications scholar and dean, School of Postgraduate Studies from the Bayero University, Kano, calls for more cooperation between the ministries.
So one will expect one very clear vision on what they need to do in their individual ministries, of course, targeted at meeting the needs of Nigerians. Then secondly, we also expect to see cohesion and unity among the various ministers so that they will not be working at cross purposes.
The new ministers have their work cut out for them as Nigerians watch them closely to ensure they deliver on their respective mandates. Kayla Mbagwa, Channels Television News.